YouTube, what's up? It's your boy 360 Jeezy, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just out here with my cup, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know what's in it, you know what I'm saying? I'm just doing my thing, you know what I mean? I know, it's a candle. I just want to get on here fronting, you know what I mean? Doing my bow wow challenge. I had y'all fooled, right? Come on now, give it to me. I'm gonna just sit this back right there. YouTube, in this video right here, I did an afro. It was real clean. All my students out there, get your notebooks out. If you're in class right now, to all the students out there, I appreciate you guys for watching me. The instructors, I appreciate you guys for allowing me to be in your class right now. To all the shops that got me playing right now. If you in the shop and you say, hey man, let's throw some 360 Jeezy on, man, he just dropped a video. Hey, I appreciate y'all too, all right? All my people in the shop, I see you. The one that's always loud and stuff in the shop. Come on, man, take it down a notch. To the barber that's texting right there at the front. You always text, you need to be in the back with all that texting, okay? And clean your station and start handling your business. That ladies that's in the back of the barber shop and y'all putting in that work and y'all grinding. I salute y'all. Y'all the real ones. Y'all the MVPs. Y'all should be moved up to the front. I don't know what the fellas is doing right there in the front. Some security. Somebody get him, cause he ain't doing nothing. Security. Y'all stay tuned, cause I'm feeling for the ladies in the back that's putting in that work. All right, y'all. So what we're gonna do by starting this haircut off, we're gonna pick out the hair and try to lay down the sides as much as possible. Now the picking process is gonna take a minute because you wanna get down to the root and really stretch that hair out to its maximum potential. Right now, I'm gonna comb the hair down on the sides with my comb and basically setting my bald line using my endless cordless T outliner. Now I'm gonna set this in a rainbow-like shape, and the reason why I'm doing this is so I could create a different effect to my blend. I want to create it to where it looks a lot neater in a shape instead of just a straight line and then blending up from there. To me, it just looks a lot neater if you do it this way. So using my Fabulous Gold FX, using my corners, I'm gonna, with the lever open, go up about 1 inch and keep flicking out as much as possible. You don't want to set in a harsh guideline because you're basically just setting it up for the next guideline. That way you could kind of take out that middle line that you created. And you're gonna see how I do that as I go forward. Setting in my next guideline with the 1 guard open. Again, I'm using my corners. I'm kind of flicking out. I'm not setting in a harsh guideline to where, I'm digging in. I'm just kind of using my corners, I don't want to be confined to using the whole blade because that would kind of, take off more on one side than the other side. You want to just use your corners and kind of isolate those areas. Next, we're gonna drop down to the 0 guard close, and in a flick out motion, we're gonna flick out that middle line. Keep in mind that you're using your corners. I'm basically on an afro. I'm using my corners every time. You know what I mean? There's not a moment in time where I do not use my corners. So that's just so I could isolate that small area that I have to work with. Now with the lever closed in a flick out motion, using your corners, flick out that bottom line. Keep in mind, if you have to go up a little bit, adjust your lever as you go up into that lever open area. You don't want to use that lever closed in that area. You'll take off more than you could chew, so make sure you pay attention. Now at this point, it's all about detailing. You set your guidelines in, you blended them out. Now it's about going that extra mile to really up that blend. And all you have to do is use your corners, go in as if the blade was a thinning shear, and just knock out those little areas that you see bulk in. So make sure you do that with your 1 guard, your 0 guard. Just knock out all them areas that you see That way you can perfect your blend. So as you can see right here, I'm shaping the top. I didn't go with a number 2 because I didn't want to bring that fade up that high. So what I'm doing is basically shaping the hair into the afro. You don't want to go too high on the blend, so therefore you could just kind of freehand the top a little bit. So as far as doing the taper on the back, I use the same guidelines that I do on the sides. I set in my bald line, then I go in with my lever open, then I go back in and set my guideline with the one guard open. Then I come down with the 0 guard closed, flick out that middle line. Knock out that bottom line with the lever closed. Then I just shape the top into the afro. So as far as shaping the afro, what you guys want to do, especially as beginners, you guys want to start from the bottom and work your way to the top, because it's easier to get that round motion by starting from the bottom to the top. You don't want to start from the top, from the bottom, from the side to the top. You want to start from directly from the bottom and work your way at the top, that your hand gets a better, you know, circular motion going that way. But in this case, my client wants it a little shorter on the sides. He wants it a little longer on top and shorter on the sides. So I'm gonna kind of, you know, dig in on the sides a little bit more than I would if I was trying to create that perfect afro look. But in this case, my client, like I said, he wanted a little longer on top. So that's what I'm gonna do by still keeping that afro look. Here's a little tip for you guys if you want to get that crispy lineup on an afro. You guys want to take the one guard, comb down the front line, and just knock it down just a little bit. You don't have to dig in too much. Just look at what I'm doing and kind of knock it down just as I do it. When you line it up, I'm telling you, it's going to look like he has a crispy straight edge. So that's just a little tip for you guys. That's what I do when I line up my afros. I just knock that front line down a little bit. thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Also, if you like the beat, make sure you check out the links in the description below. HustleDreamProduction, he does all my beats. That's my brother right there. Hey, if you want to know where you can purchase any tools that you see in this video, make sure you check out the link in the description below as well. Otherwise, you guys can follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. My Snapchat is Jeezy360 and my Instagram is 360Jeezy. But it's your boy 360Jeezy. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'm out of here. Chit!